Hi grade 9s. Okay, so this is a video to help you guys with geometry of straight lines. Here's our first question. It says that we need to determine the value of x and y. So I'm going to show you exactly how to answer these type of questions. Step number 1, whenever you see parallel lines, okay, you need to know whether you're using the F for corresponding angles, the U for co-interior angles, or the N or the Z for alternate angles, right? Let's look at what we have over here. We have two angles and there's a third one, angles on a straight line. But do you see that I don't have information about this angle over here? And can you see I have x and y? So I'm going to get stuck if I say this angle plus this angle plus this angle equals to 180. Even in my triangle, can you see I can't say this plus this? But let me just put a line over here. I just did that so that this is what the question looks like, just by the way. Okay, I rewrote it over here. I just did that so you can see that that 3y plus 20 means this whole angle here is 3y plus 20. Okay, I can't use my triangle information. I can't say 4y plus 40 plus this angle equals 180. Again, why not? Because I don't have enough information about this one. Okay, I can't use exterior angles either because I can't say this plus this whole exterior angle because I'm going to get stuck. I have an x and a y, right? Instead, what I got to do is I have to look over here. Can you see a z with me? Or an n? Okay, that's highlighted. Let's go with purple. Okay, see here. Can you see that? Now because of that, right, it means that this angle that's made here inside is equal to this angle over here. Can you see which two ones I highlighted? Those are the angles equal. So how do we set this up? We're going to say this angle is equal to this one. So let's start with that. 3y plus 20 degrees is equal to 4y. Right? Now remember, in everything in geometry, every time you put down a statement, you have to put down a reason. Let me draw a line so that we can write our reasons separately. Okay, there's my line for my reasons. Now, why did we say that this angle is equal to this one? It's because of alternate angles. Okay, and the reason, or the two lines that are parallel to each other, is GE parallel to DF. So let's write this down. GE parallel to DF. Okay, so I've got my mark for my statement, mark for my reason. Now I'm going to solve for this. Now when I'm doing the solving, it's normal algebra. So I'm going to bring all the variables to one side and all the numbers to the other side. Becomes negative 20 degrees. This gives me negative y, negative 20 degrees. Divide both sides by negative, y is equal to 20 degrees. So now I figured out what my y value is. Awesome stuff. Okay. Now I'm going to try and figure out what my x value is, right? I want you guys to see with me over here. Let's see, what do we have? Oh, I see an F. Okay, as a class, well, in my one class, you guys decided that our corresponding angles are going to be green, so let's go with that, right? You see? All right. And we can turn it around, make it a bit easier for us to see. There we go. All right. Remember, it was under the arm. So here's under the arm. Under the arm. They're equal to each other. Let's write this down for ourselves. So we're going to say 3x plus 10 degrees, this under the arm, is equal to 40 degrees. What's our reason for this? Corresponding angles. And which lines are parallel? GE parallel to DF. Okay, now we're done with the geometry. We wrote down our statement. We wrote down our reason. We do solve. Take the 10 over. 40 minus 10, 30. Divide by 3, divide by 3. And there we go. We got our answer for our x value and our answer for our y value. I'm going to draw out the second one and then we're going to try it together. Okay, here's our second question. It says calculate the value of x with reasons. Okay, I just drew it out for ourselves here so that we can highlight on it. Okay, what do we notice? All right, can you see these parallel lines? And can you see, follow with me with my highlighter. Okay, let's turn it this way so you can see the Z. Therefore, this angle is equal to this angle over here. Let's write that down for ourselves. 90 minus x equal to 2x plus 15. What's our reason for this? Alternate angles. And don't forget, we need to write down PQ parallel to RS. PQ parallel to RS. There's my statement, there's my reason. We're done with the geometry. We now do algebra to solve. So this gives me 90 degrees minus 15 degrees equals 2x. Bring the x over, plus x. 90 minus 15, that is 75 degrees, which is equal to 2x plus x, which is 3x. Divide by 3, divide by 3. X is equal to 25 degrees. And there we go. We are done. Let's try another one. Okay, here's our next question. It says that we need to figure out the values for this letter B, I, and J. Right? The first thing that I notice over here is that we have a triangle. Why am I highlighting the smaller triangle first and not the bigger one first? That is because, can you see in the smaller triangle, okay, information, only one piece missing. If I had to do the bigger triangle, I'd have information missing. That's two pieces of information missing. Therefore, it makes it a bit difficult for me. So let's first work out in the small triangle. What do we know about the sum of the interior angles of a triangle? It works out to 180 degrees. So we're going to say 55 degrees plus 62 degrees plus I. If you want to be extra fancy and make it a little easier for whoever's marking your paper, you're going to state in triangle AED so that whoever's marking your paper knows, oh, okay, this person's working in a small triangle. Okay, we said it equals to 180 degrees because if you add this plus this plus this, it's the sum of the interior angles of a triangle. Okay, what's our reason? Sum of int angles of triangle. Now we're going to work this out. We just need to say 180 minus 55 minus 62, and we can do that on our calculator. 180 minus 55 minus 62. There we go. We've got an answer of 63. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and just fill it in over here for myself. I'm going to say it's 63 degrees. Okay, now let's see what we have. I see that we need to figure out this one over here. Right? I'm going to show you. You are allowed to turn your whole page around. No one's going to say anything. See if you turn your whole page around, can you see an F with me? Okay, and if there's an F, we know that this angle is equal to this angle. Do you see that? So let's write that down. We're going to say B is equal to 62 degrees. No solving required. Reason, corresponding angles. Okay, which lines are parallel? ED parallel to BC. And there we go, done. I'm going to go ahead and just fill it in there for myself. Okay, now we have two options to figure out J. Option 1, we can work out sum of interior angles in a triangle again. Or option 2, can you see again? Highlight this. Forms an F as well. Therefore, this angle under the arm, they're equal to each other. Can you see that? Alright, so I'm going to choose you can choose whichever one you want. I'm being lazy and picking the easiest way out. Okay, so I'm going to say J is equal to 63 degrees. So this one equal to this one. Again, corresponding angles. EG parallel to BC. And we're done. We're done with the whole question. We figured out everything that we needed to. Let's try one more. Okay, next question looks a little bit more tricky, right? But let's give it a shot. Where do we start? That's the important question. Where on earth are we going to start? Okay, my best thing is you always look for something that we can work out where there's only one unknown. Okay, what do I mean by that? Can you see this X over here is in this triangle KMN, and there's two pieces of information, only one piece missing. So I can easily work in this triangle over here, because we know we can set up an equation, and the equation can be 40 plus 80 plus x gives me 180 degrees, and I can easily work it out. All right, let's draw my line over here for my reasons. So I'm going to start there. Remember I said we're going to tell whoever's marking in triangle KN, oh, that I wrote L, KNM, 40 degrees, this one, plus x plus 80. Plus x plus 80 must equal 180. What's my reason? Sum of int angles of triangle, sum of interior angles of triangle. Now I'm done with the geometry. Now it's algebra, solving. So this here is going to be x is equal to 180 minus 80 minus 40. X is equal to 180 minus 80 is 100. 100 minus 40 is 60 degrees. I now got that this here is 60 degrees. I'm going to fill it in. Okay. Then I go to the next bit of information that I can solve. Can you see over here that I have a straight line? Okay, let's put it on the page upside down so it makes it easier for you guys to see. Okay, see my straight line that I highlighted in blue? And my straight line gets split into two pieces, this piece and this piece. That's what my straight line gets split into, right? We know angles on a straight line add up to 180 degrees. So let's figure that part out. I'm going to say y plus 60 degrees must give us 180 degrees. What's the reason? Sum a straight line, or you could have just said angles on a straight line. Okay, therefore y is equal to 180 degrees minus 60 degrees. Y is equal to 180 minus 60 is 120 degrees. So we figured out x and we figured out y. I just realized something over here. Can you see y is the exterior angle of a triangle? What do I mean by exterior angle? Can you see here's our red triangle? It's the one extended. One of the lines, this line KN, got extended. So this angle over here is outside. Exterior means outside, or on the outside part of it. So 40 plus 80 would have given us y if you wanted to use that rule. Okay, so now I got that y is 120 degrees. Okay, now I need to just figure out z. Okay, interesting. What is z? Can you see z forms? Let's get another color. Can you see z is in this triangle over here? There we go. We have two pieces of information. We just need one piece of information. Do you see how I worked my way into all of that? Right, so we can say in triangle NLM, just extend this line, 120 degrees plus 20 degrees plus z must equal to 180 degrees. Let's go. 120 plus 20 plus z. Reason, sum of interior angles of a triangle. So z is equal to 180 degrees minus 120 degrees minus 20 degrees. Let's do this. z is actually equal to 40 degrees. And we are done. Figured it all out. Okay,